Last year's 250 champion. Graham Thomas, a friend of yours, Brian.
Yeah, strong team for the Midland Centre there. Graham Thomas, Bill Bourne, Wayne Broadhurst. We got Carl Wilkes there out in the rain, chasing stock. Peter Lloyd there, again riding for the Midland Centre. Ian Dudley riding as reserve. Colin Harrow going by.
Yes, indeed, yes. Whipping across the pages and to go by. We're into the 500s now. And Greg Daniels going by out there. This is
conditions really.
Getting just a little bit unpleasant. Trevor Eden going by.
David Perry there.
Yes, indeed.
Chris Malone, number 28.
Yeah.
Paul Fry there, number 77. Sure to go quick today. Incredible at the last Ledbury meeting about 4 weeks ago. Gary Robb there riding for Cornwall.
About every commentator loves. Kevin Watchnick just gone by.
Yeah. Alan Bagshaw into the Cheshire team at the last.
Richard Moss out there as well. Neil Scopes goes by very quick there. Now here's the big chairs.
Right. With Tommy Palmer there, a 350 British champion. I think we just going past Tony. Sure to go well today. Although he did push back in practice, I'm not quite sure what that was all about.
It's the 500.
Ivan Matthews today on his solid framed outfit, the one he's hoping to take to Australia.
Certainly smooth on that out there, I think. Number 59, Dean Garton, a very quick young man from Cornwall.
Lennon Ray Foreman there,
with Norman Tideswell on the team manager on the outfit. Gary Lloyd.
Brian Canning in the Midland Centre. Jim Rowland. It's nice to see Jim in the Midland Centre.
Dave River on the 250.
Kenny Lyde. 500 British sidecar champions just going past.
Roy Sizemore went past with the solos just ahead of him.
This is the way to do it, Roger Meads' style.
Yes, indeed. Yes, it's
complete with brolly. How about that? That's what you call experience, Tony. Always bring the brolly.
Indeed, that's right. He's been to British Grasstracks a few times. Shane Linwood going by out there. Ian Macaulay and Ricky Macaulay. And we're back to
remember Ian Macaulay riding in Centre.
Don't we just. Even Gary Wright coming by.
East Midland Centre heading.
Another 500.
Richard Piggott there.
Yeah, Richard Piggott with Alex Goodrich in the chair.
Richard, of course, those Masters champion, what, 3 years ago, Tony?
Indeed, yes. Now sampling the mysteries of coping and I don't know what quite the term is for sort of working as much speed as you can get out of that single cylinder engine rather than having all that power in the big arm that he had. So I don't know, caressing, creeping, persuading, all those sort of terms for getting a lot of good speed out of a smaller engine.
Certainly the 500 chairs are a whole different ball game to thousands. I know, well, you did the PA at the National Championships, and Richard didn't have the best of days. He was struggling a little bit there. Thomas for the Midlands, John Underwood, South Midland, Wessex represented by Wayne Drake, Cheshire represented by Stuart Laird, Terry Giles from South East, Rob Ullman from North East Yorkshire, Neil Taylor from the Home Western Centre, and Richard Smith from the Eastern Centre. Well, as we look to our left, the sun's come out, and let's hope that the showers keep away, and all 8 riders get off the line. And as they go past us, it's the home centre man, Neil Taylor, in the lead, and well, Neil Taylor it is, and straight away problems for the Midland Centre. Graham Thomas, well, so much for my predictions, Tony. Graham Thomas goes into the middle, and hopefully he'll go back on the track where he went off it so that he'll get some points, but he's going to be at the back of the field. As we look to our left, it's Neil Taylor leading. In second place there, young Richard Smith, number 82 in third place. Following him is Rob Ullman, but disaster for the Midland Centre as Graham Thomas goes down the back straight, just literally tootling along, and let's hope he can complete race distance and at least get some points. But good news here for the home centre. Neil Taylor it is, playing a blinder out in front by some 20 or 30 metres from Richard Smith in second place, Stuart Laird in third place. Behind Stuart Laird, Rob Ullman, number 62, and behind him, number 26, Wayne Drake. The back of the field there at the moment, John Underwood and Graham Thomas still going round very, very slowly. So we look across with the last lamp flag at the ready. And it's Neil Taylor, number 73, extending his lead, going away from the pack. Still there in second place, 82, Richard Smith. In third place, number 36, Stuart Laird. And behind Stuart Laird is 26, Wayne Drake. And behind Wayne Drake, 46, Terry Giles. But what a superstar for the home centre. Neil Taylor, some 60 metres up on the rest of them, comes off the bottom turn to take the checkered flag. So a win for Neil Taylor, representing the Western Centre. In second place, number 82, Richard Smith. Then Stuart Laird from Cheshire, Terry Giles. And behind Terry Giles, Rob Almond. And behind Rob Almond, number 12 is John Underwood. And behind John Underwood, but a lap adrift, is number 1, and that is Graham Thomas. Of race 1, a win for number 73, Neil Taylor. In second place, number 82, Richard Smith. In third place, number 36, Stuart Laird. In fourth place, number 46, Terry Giles. In fifth place, number 62, Rob Almond. In seventh place, number 12, John Underwood. In eighth place, number 1, Graham Thomas. And in ninth place, number 26, Wayne Drake. Those numbers again: 73, 82, 36, 46, 62, 12, 1 and 26. Jack Walker for South Midland goes 113, not number 13. 27, Gary Phelps for Wessex. 37, Richard Empson for Cheshire. South East represented by 47, Dean Camier. North East Yorks represented by 63, Richard Lively. 74, David Perry for the Home Western Centre. And 83, Adrian Squirrel for Eastern. So as we look to our left, who's it going to be? Is it going to be Carl Wilkes or who? As they get off the line, it's Richard Empson that leads and Wilkes in second. So Cheshire centre lead, but as they go into the first turn, Carl goes through on the inside, or does he? No, he doesn't. Richard Empson owns him off, so it's Cheshire leading down the back straight, Midland centre with Carl Wilkes in second place. But Richard Empson it is with about 20 metre lead over the pack as they come off the bottom turn. Empson for Cheshire, leads Wilkes for Midlands, that's the 1-2. In third place, number 47 is Dean Camier. So, Carl Wilkes trying to get on terms with Empson on the top turn, but young Richard's having none of it. So Richard Empson leads still from Carl Wilkes, Dean Camier in third, and behind Dean Camier is Adrian Squirrel. Well, Carl Wilkes still trying to get on terms with Richard Empson, but Empson really extended his lead, some 30-40 metres up now from Wilkes, with Dean Camier still there in third, behind Dean Camier. Still Adrian Squirrel, and behind Adrian Squirrel was David Perry, and behind David Perry was Richard Lively. Well, Richard Empson really extended his lead as they go into the bottom turn with a lap and a bit to go. The Cheshire centre man absolutely flying. Empson leads from Carl Wilkes in second. Still there, still in third, Adrian Squirrel, and in fourth place, Dean Camier. David Perry in fifth. Richard Lively in sixth. Seventh place, number 27, Gary Phelps, and behind Gary Phelps is Jack Walker. What a super ride for Richard Empson. He comes home to take the checkered flag by some 40-50 metres from number 2 in second place, Carl Wilkes. In third place, number 83, Adrian Squirrel. Behind Adrian Squirrel, Dean Camier. And behind him, David Perry. And behind David Perry, Richard Lively. Then we have Gary Phelps, and last but not least, number 113, Jack Walker. In for number 37, Richard Empson. In second place, number 2, Carl Wilkes. Third, number 83, Adrian Squirrel. In fourth place, number 47, Dean Camier. In fifth place, number 74, David Perry. In sixth place, number 63, Richard Lively. In seventh place, number 27, Gary Phelps. And in eighth place, number 113, Jack Walker. Those numbers again: 37, number 2, 83, 47, 74, 63, 27, and 113. Again, they all go as shown in the programme. So we've got number 3, Jason Stott, representing Midland. 14, Colin Howe. 28, Chris Malone. 38, Steve Holding. 48, Lee Street. 64, Andy Howe. 75, Maurice Jones. And 84, Scott Nichols. So interesting one this, because we've got Jason Stott, obviously a front runner. Young Scott Nichols also obviously going to be a front runner. And Maurice Jones. Maurice has been around a few years. Remember Maurice winning 250s back in the mid-70s. So who's it going to be? Jason Stott, Scott Nichols, or who? Jason Stott, a superstar. Stott leads. In second place, Lee Street. Nichols on the outside as they go into first turn, but it's Jason Stott leading from Scott Nichols. And the big two are 1-2 at the moment. It's got to be between these two. Jason Stott, Scott Nichols, and Scott Nichols flies through on the inside. The infusion. Oh, and Jason, what are you doing? Jason Stott goes down on the bottom turn. So another disaster for the middle and centre. So Scott Nichols from the eastern centre, going like a bomb around the top bend. And bad luck in the national championships. He was expecting to finish top 3 or 4, but he had a cutout come out in one race, and that's put him down the field. But Scott Nichols really is a lad who's going to go a long, long way in grass track and speedway racing. Scott Nichols then leads from, in second place, number 38, Steve Olding. Behind Steve Olding, number 14, Colin Howe. Behind Colin Howe was Lee Street. And behind Lee Street was Andy Howe. Well, Jason Scott's back on the bike and making up a few places, but he's still way down in 7th spot. As we look to our left, it's Scott Nichols leading by the proverbial mile. From in second place, Steve Holding for the Cheshire Centre. Then Colin Howe, and behind Colin Howe, Lee Street. Andy Howe and Jason Stott, and Jason going like a train round the top end. And comes up into 5th place, but it's not going to get any higher. So as we look to our left, it's going to be a win for Eastern. With Scott Nichols, the man who takes the flag. In second place, Steve Holding for the Cheshire Centre. Followed by Colin Howe, and behind Colin Howe, Lee Street, Jason Stott, Andy Howe, Chris Malone, and last but not least, Maurice Jones. A win for number 84, Scott Nichols. In second place, number 38, Steve Holding. In third place, number 14, Colin Howe. In fourth place, 48, Lee Street. In fifth place, number 3, Jason Stott. In sixth place, 64, Andy Howe. In seventh place, number 28, Chris Malone. And in eighth place, number 75, Maurice Jones.
Peter Lloyd, another man who's been taken to the 350 as well. Roy Sizemore, Ian Wilson, Richard Knight, Tony Aitken, the 93 350 national champion, David Mears, Colin Earl, who's going well on the 350, Paul Fry, Neil Scopes, Mark Seabright, Ricky Scarborough, David Plain, and Graham Lowe. So here we go then. First of the 350 races, some good men out there. Looks like Peter Lloyd going well up the inside. Who's going to get to the spin first? Well, we're going to ask, it was 86. It was Neil Scopes, a very quick 350 man. So Neil Scopes then leading the challenge, went round the top bit. It's a really large circuit here, and there's a battle going on right up front. And then Neil Scopes it is, still with the advantage, but the man going with him is the British champion, and Colin Earl's tucked in third place. So it's the former British champion in second place, Tony Aitken, the man who rides his speedway with Wolverhampton, going after Neil Scopes. Out of battle here with Neil Scopes representing the Eastern Centre, having a superb ride. Holding off Tony Aitken at the moment. Tony Aitken switches to the inside, tries to go up the inside, not much difference in it. Colin Earl still in third place, and coming through in fourth place, it's Graham Lowe. The battle continues with the 350s as we look up to the far side, and down the back straight they go. Still hanging on in there. But he slipped a little bit now, and it's Tony Aitken who goes away into first place. So it's Neil Scopes in second, Colin Earl in third, still Graham Lowe in fourth, but trusting hard is David Mears. And it's still Tony Aitken as they head for the checker, but Colin Earl comes through. Colin Earl comes through to take victory. Confusing. is myself again. Tony Aitken hanging on in there, Colin Earl in third place, and in second place, the man who took the lead from the start, Neil Scopes. Kinnear tried to demote. Sorry about that, Tony. Tony Aitken, of course, won. In second place, number 86, Neil Scopes. In third place, number 66, Colin Earl. In fourth place, number 50, Dave Mears. In fifth place, number 115, Graham Lowe. In sixth place, number 93, which must be a reserve coming in there. Behind him, number 16, Roy Sizemore. Number 99, Ricky Scarborough. Number 22, Ian Wilson. And number 104, David Plain. John Underwood, Ray Morris, Chris Malone, Steve Holding, Keith Potts, John Hartley, Mark Taylor, Steve Dorr, Anthony Bugard we've just seen, so I guess reserve will come in there. 100, Richard Moss, 115, Steve Paver, and 116, Carl Clark. So here we go then, race 5 gets underway, and the charge, looks like John Underwood making a good start. Keith Potts went there with him, but I think it's still John Underwood with the advantage at the moment. It looks like Keith Potts right on his elbow as they go around. Getting back to this for a moment, a very quick man on the 350s, and everybody closing up on the bottom bend, come past the paddock. Up towards us, it's still John Underwood with the advantage. In second place, it's Keith Potts. In third place, who went past us, it was Steve Holding. Now there's not a lot of space. Riding with an injury, but a terrific performance, so maybe that injury is just a little bit too much as John Underwood, representing the South Midland, has passed, and in fact John Underwood in trouble. John Underwood pulls off on the side, waves everybody past. Heading the field as they come round once again and go into the last lap. So Keith Potts out in front, Steve Dorr in second place, in third place Mark Taylor, and in fourth place Steve Holding. Well, it's amazing the way the fortunes can change in 4 laps. But this time around then the checker break down. Looks like there's going to be a challenge on this bend too. But he's not going to get there. It's going to be victory for Keith Potts. Mark Taylor in second place comes through to second. In third place, number 87, Steve Dorr. And behind him, number 38, Steve Holding. First place, number 51, Keith Potts. In second place, number 78, Mark Taylor. In third place, number 87, Steve Dorr. In fourth place, number 38, Steve Holding. In fifth place, number 6, Wayne Broadhurst. In sixth place, number 23, Ray Morris. In seventh place, number 67, John Hartley. In eighth place, number 28, Chris Malone. In ninth place, number 100, Richard Moss. In 10th place, number 105, Steve Paver. In 11th place, number 116, Carl Clark. And behind him, number 93. And number 93 is Anthony Bugard, but we saw that number out in the previous race, so we'll Bill Bourne from last year's victorious Midland Centre team going this one with Mark Harris. Steve Morris goes as number 25 in place of Scott Wilson. Kevin Watchnick, Dave Norris, Mark Giles, John Shipley, David Perry, Steve Carter, Ian Knoll, Ian Guttridge, Steve Orr, and Andy Rimmer. And Bill Bourne making a terrific start, but it looked to me as though it was Steve Carter who went round, and Steve Carter, I think, with the advantage, dropping back a little bit in second place, but Bill, as I said, a member of that winning team last year. And getting just a little bit slick here as they come up towards us, and way out in front then, Steve Carter it is. Still Bill Bourne in second place, but quite a struggle going on for third, fourth and fifth places. The flags are out. So no doubt about the leader. Still up there, Steve Carter, very quick man on the 350s. Still Bill Bourne in second place, but challenging hard is David Perry. David Perry looking up for the Western Centre to come into second spot. Dave Perry in second, Bill Bourne in third. The leader out in front for the Eastern Centre is Steve Carter. So this time around, one more lap to go. Steve Carter slides beautifully off that bottom there. Steve Carter then with the advantage. David Parry in second place. Third place, Bill Bourne being pushed hard by Mark Giles. And Mark Giles, in fact, moves ahead of him into third place. Bill Bourne now back to fourth place. Great man in front of Steve Carter, but he's showing the rest of the field on the way home. So the checker flag goes out. Steve Carter is against victory. David Perry takes a valuable second place for the Western Centre. Bill Bourne for the Midland in third. In fourth place, Mark Giles. And behind him, number 68, John Shipley. Steve Carter. In second place, number 74, David Perry. In third place, number 7, Bill Bourne. In fourth place, number 52, Mark Giles. In fifth place, number 68, John Shipley. In sixth place, number 41, David Norris. In seventh place, number 112, Andy Rimmer. In eighth place, number 31, Kevin Wachnick. In ninth place, number 18, Mark Harris. Behind him, number 106, Steve Hoare. Number 94, Ian Knoll. And number 101, Ian Gutteridge.
Number 5 actually is replaced by number 8, and that's Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan. Now, Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan go for Southeastern, and the Southern team is completely changed, both 13 Paul Miller and 14 Tony Cooken on starters, and their place is taken by number 13 Ricky Neal and Bob Willis, Ricky Neal and Bob Willis, and number 16 Norman Hames and Matt Joyner. So the full lineup by driver only: number 1 Kevin Lyde, number 2 Brian Canning, that's the Midland team. Southeastern team, number 8 Lionel Cox and number 6 Mark Stubberfield, and the Southern team of 13 Ricky Neal and 16 Norman Hames. So in this we've got the reigning British champion Kevin Lyde and Dick Allwright. Nice to see Mark Stubberfield and Nick Harbour back after their spell at the National Championships, and indeed it's the first meeting for Mark Stubberfield and Nick Harbour since the National Championships in Ministry, where they had an upside down and Mark broke a collarbone. So they're in fourth place at the moment, but the reigning British champions out in front, riding for the Midland Centre, number 1 Kevin Lyde and Dick Allwright. Coming through in the second place, up the inside, Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan, but Brian Canning and Colin Lewis there as well for the Midlands. And at the moment, anybody brings the second place, Kevin Lyde and Dick Allwright, pulling out about a 40-metre lead as they go down the back straight. And Brian Canning, the Stafford man, making a big effort round the outside to come through in a second, but it's still Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan disputing it with Brian Canning. In fourth place, Mark Stubberfield. In fifth place, Ricky Neal. At the back at the moment is Norman Hames. So, the order's still very much the same. Tremendous scrap the second between Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan and Brian Canning and Colin Lewis. But with a lap to go, it is Kevin Lyde and Dick Allwright, still with about a 30-40 metre lead. Still there in second place, Lionel Cox. Brian Canning still in third. I should say Mark Stubberfield in fifth place, Ricky Neal, and in sixth place, Norman Hames. So as they come off the bottom bend for the last time, a win for number 1 Kevin Lyde and Dick Allwright. Second place to number 8 Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan. Third place goes to Brian Canning and Colin Lewis, followed by Mark Stubberfield and Nick Harbour, then Ricky Neal and Bob Willis, and last but not least Norman Hames and Matt Joyner. Second, number 8 Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan. Third, number 22, Brian Canning and Colin Lewis. Fourth, number 6, Mark Stubberfield and Nick Harbour. In fifth place, 113, Ricky Neal and Bob Willis. And in sixth place, number 16, Norman Hames and Matt Joyner. Those
for the Southern Centre. We're looking to see where Peter Lloyd is, because Peter didn't show in his 350 race. And coming into line, they break. It's a real big cavalry charge as they come up the hill towards us. 115 it is, Graham Lowe making a good start here. But on that top end, the challenge is on. Back to second place as we go across the far side. Let's see, Steve Bishop's the man we ought to be looking for here. Let's see if he can come through. It's Steve Bishop who is coming through, in fact, battling away there with Gary Lobb. So it's Steve Bishop for the Western Centre, Gary Lobb for Cornwall. Remember what a record Cornwall had in the championship last year. But with Dean Garden and Gary Lobb too, very quick riders indeed. So then Steve Bishop, the man who did so well in the first round of the Masters up at Seven Valley, we can do back, leading this one from Gary Lobb. Colin Earl up into third place and looking to close up on the Cornishman, but it's Colin Earl in third place at the moment. I think that's the place where the fourth place as we cross the far side. So then, look at Colin Earl coming very, very wide indeed. Well, you make a big track, they'll use it. Well, I'm not quite sure what Colin was up to there, but it didn't work whatever it was, did it? Steve Bishop now, and he's enormous lead over the rest of the field as they come around towards us. So Steve Bishop it is, who's going to win for the Wessex Centre, who's going to get that second spot. It looks like Colin Earl just ahead of Tony Aitken, and then Gary Lobb right alongside other riders who went over the line. Follows in first place number 34 Steve Bishop, in second place number 66 Colin Earl, in third place number 40 Tony Aitken, in fourth place number 89 Robbie Fuller, in fifth place number 58 Gary Lobb, in sixth place number 76 Clayton Williams, in seventh place number 5 Peter Lloyd, in eighth place number 26 Jason Handley, in ninth place number 108 Andy Parker, and in 10th place number 54 Alan Harmer, followed by number 20 Trevor Eden, number 115 Graham Lowe, number 99 Ricky Scarborough, and number 96 Mike Trevitt. So here we go then, and a charge up the hill. It's Mike Coles from the southwest who made a terrific start and got away from the opposition. 14 centres represented here this afternoon. Everybody having a little bit of moment on that bottom bend, I must say. And it's Paul Fry who's got out in front there. Paul Fry from Andy Sell, and Mike Coles now back in a third place. Well, by his very high standards, it will be a disappointing performance in his first outing. Andy Sell coming up the inside, and quite a change coming from Andy Sell. Andy Sell on the inside, Paul Fry on the outside, and it's Andy Sell from Wessex who leads, and it's Paul Fry on right back as they go down the back straight. And Paul Fry looks to edge into that bend with the advantage. So Paul Fry in front, Andy Sell in second place. We have 35 metre wide track, and they're all over it. Andy Sell out in front, Paul Fry in second place, still Mike Close is the third, and behind him that looks like number 55 Tommy Palmer. Well, terrific race up front there is Andy Sell with the advantage at the moment of the front car. Looking for Paul Fry to try and do something on this bend. Is Paul Fry on the outside and Andy Sell on the inside. Who's going to get there? Andy Sell with the advantage. Paul Fry tries to come up the inside. It's Sell from Fry, very, very close indeed. Mike Coles in third. In fourth place number 55 Tommy Palmer, and just behind him Dean Garden. Place number 33 Andy Sell, in second place number 77 Paul Fry, in third place number 109 Mike Coles, in fourth place number 55 Tommy Palmer, in fifth place number 59 Dean Garden, in sixth place number 84, which means we had a change in that one. Back over the page, let's go on from that. Behind him number 43 Gary O'Hare, then number 92 Mark Seabright, number 9 Phil Ashcroft, number 70 Daryl Keats, number 113 Dave Rimmer, number 27 John Pepper, number 16 another addition I think, and it was Scott Nichols who came in the previous position. We've got to thumb frantically back and forth through the pages now. Goring Ladies up here. race 10 gets underway. Mark Ferry gating well, but going to the fore. Barry Simpson from the northeastern Yorkshire. And quite a struggle as they come off this bottom bend, but Mark Ferry still with the advantage. Mike Dowling from the Wessex up in second spot, really fired up after seeing Andy Starr with that win. So it's Mike Dowling in second spot. And the young man who combines his Grasstrack and his university studies really thriving on this circuit out here. Mark Ferry looks over his shoulder, and but he's still there in third place. It's still number 86, Neil Scopes. So then, a great scrap out front, side by side. He's going to Mike Dowling goes in front. Can he hang on in there? This side by side as they go into that bottom bend. And Neil Scopes is just watching this in that room. The two out front swap places on. Up to the fore then goes Mike Dowling. Mark Ferry now back to second. Then Neil Scopes, and behind him at number 37. So we've got a change coming in there. Trying a different line. Meanwhile then it's Mike Dowling to score on the Wessex Centre's second win in the last two races. Number 35 it is Mike Dowling who wins. Mark Ferry in second place. In third place number 86 Neil Scopes. Tucked in behind him number 37. The results then of race 10 as follows. In first place number 35 Mike Dowling. In second place number 10 Mark Ferry. In third place number 86 Neil Scopes. In fourth place number 37, the man who was having trouble sorting out because he replaced Paul Tyrer, and that of course is Richard Empson. In fifth place number 56 Ben Howe. In sixth place number 110 Greg Daniels, followed by number 93 Anthony Bugard, number 74 David Perry, number 71 Barry Simpson, number 19 Andy Gunn, and number 103 Kenny Crane.
And so Ivor Matthews, you'll see, with the very distinctive outfit right over on the far side in grid 8, and on this side representing the East Midlands are Gary and Steve Wright. Well, as we look across, we should have 8 widers on the line, but I think we've only got 7, so there's certainly one missing. Right, we get off the line and the Wright brothers go straight to the front. Well, we thought they may be the dark horses. Ivor Matthews round the outside. Ivor Matthews and Pete Jones challenging, but it's Steve and Gary Wright who lead as they come off the bend, with Ivor Matthews there in second place. In third place it's Rob Wilson and Tony Miles, and a little bit of dust as they go in the bottom turn, and Ivor Matthews hard driving comes through on the inside to take it up, and Gary and Steve Wright relegated to second. Rob Wilson still there in third place as they go up the back straight. Ian McCauley up in fourth place, but as they come off the bend, the Midland Centre lead with Ivor Matthews and Pete Jones in front, the Wright brothers in second, Wilson in third. In fourth place it's now John Hiscock and Tony Beamister. And behind John Hiscock and Tony Beamister, Andy Simmons and Chris Birch. But no doubt about the leader, Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones lead by some 20 or 30 metres off the top bend, with the Wright brothers still in second place, challenging hard as they go into the last turn. In third place is just about John Hiscock, goes through on the bottom turn to take up third. So still Matthews leading. Wright brothers in second place now, John Hiscock in third, Rob Wilson relegated to fourth. But as they come off the top end, no doubt about the winner, number 1 Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones. The Wright brothers second, third place to John Hiscock, fourth place to Rob Wilson, fifth place goes to Andy Simmons, then Ian McCauley, and behind Ian McCauley is Shane Lingwood. So the non-starter in that one, we only had 7 crews. The non-starter was number 29, Rob Bradley and Jeff Bradley. Right. In third place, number 18, John Hiscock, Tony Beamister. In fourth place, number 11, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In fifth place, number 15, Andy Simmons and Chris Birch. In sixth place, number 22, Ian McCauley and Rick McCauley. And in seventh place, number 33, Shane Lingwood. This one represented by number 4, Len and Ray Foreman, not Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds. Number 4, Len and Ray Foreman go for the Midland Centre. And for South Eastern Centre, Dave Steer and Andy Orchard are non-starters. Their place taken by number 12, Jerry Adams and Paul Baisby. So the full lineup: Len and Ray Foreman, Jerry Adams, Phil Pittman, Roger Measer, Chris Hathaway, Reg Blackburn, Will Brantley and Phil Johnson. So who's going to win this one? Certainly Southern have got to be favourites with Roger Measer and Shane Lapham, number 17, as they get off the line. Measer leads as they go into the first turn, or does he? It's all very close, but Roger's on the inside, and I suspect he's going to come off the line, off the bend in front, or is he? He does. Roger Measer leads then from Legend Colin Blackburn there in second place. Yes, Peter. So that's the order. That's the 1-2, I should say. Roger Measer now is in front, pulling a little bit away from the rest of them for the Southern Centre, now 20-30 metres up on Legend Colin Blackburn, riding for the East Midland Centre, number 26. That's the 1-2 as they come off the top end. In third place, number 13, Phil Pittman and Gary Lane, the Cornwall crew. Behind them, Jerry Adams. And problems there for the Foreman brothers. They're trailing in last at the moment. So, big problems once again for the Midland Centre team. They've had nothing but problems so far as we look to our right. And Roger Measer, Roger looking down. Well, he's slowed a little bit by his standards and certainly looking down at the motor. And going very, very slowly, Roger Measer, and Roger goes into the middle, so Measer goes out, which means that Reg and Colin Blackburn now lead for the East Midland Centre. Number 26 it is then, as they come off the top bend. In second place then, number 13, Phil Pittman. But East Midland's win, Phil Pittman finishes second. In third place, number 12, Jerry Adams. Behind Jerry Adams, number 35, Phil Johnson. Behind Phil Johnson was, well, the surprise of that one, Roger Measer and Shane Lapham, they go out. A win for number 26, Reg and Colin Blackburn. In second place, number 13, Phil Pittman and Gary Lane. In third place, number 12, Jerry Adams and Paul Baisby. In fourth place, number 35, Phil Johnson and Daniel Malin. In fifth place, number 21, Chris Hathaway and Jeff Knight. And in sixth place, number 4, Len and Ray Foreman. This for Cornwall, Roy Spreadbury and Steve Kensington for South, Rory McGuigan and Glenn Shuttle for South Western, Rod and Chris Winterburn for East Midlands, North Yorkshire represented by Rob Liversidge and Aidan Maud, and Eastern by Steve Todd and Roy Field. So, some experience in this one, none more so than number 2, Steve Smith and Keith Wool. Steve won his first British Championship, believe it or not, 21 years ago, back in 1973. Roy French in the chair in those days, and Smithy gets away in second spot, but as they go into the top end, I think it was Roy McGuigan who made the gate. But as they come off the line, McCabe it is who leads by some 20 metres from Steve Smith there in second place, Roy Spreadbury in third. And Chris Terrell just at the back of the field at the moment, but I'll guarantee Chris Terrell won't be there for long. Right, still the order is the same. Mick Cave and Mick Stace lead as they go into the top end. Steve Smith and Keith Wall in second. That's the 1-2, and there's Steve taking a wide line on the top end, but Mick Cave getting away a little bit. Smith then still in second place. Still there in third place, Roy Spreadbury and Steve Kensington. Well, Steve Smith a little bit closer to Mick Cave as they go up the back straight into the top end for the third time. We're going to be into the last lap. And still Cave leads, but here comes Smithy, and Steve Smith goes up the inside. Mick Cave in second place. In third place still, Roy Spreadbury. Number 34 there, Steve Todd. Slowing a little bit as they go into the bottom turn, but as we look up the back straight, it's still Steve Smith. And problems. So looking to our right, it's going to be a win for number 2, Steve Smith and Keith Wall. In second place, Mick Cave and Mick Stace. Third place goes to number 19, Roy Spreadbury and Steve Kensington. And in fourth place was number 34, Steve Todd and Roy Field. In second place, number 10, Mick Cave and Mick Stace. In third place, number 19, Roy Spreadbury and Steve Kensington. In fourth place, number 34, Steve Todd and Roy Field. In fifth place, number 23, Rory McGuigan and Glenn Shuttle. In sixth place, number 14, Chris Terrell and Alan Borlace. And in seventh place, number 28, Pete Saunders and Neil Popple. We'll continue with race 14. And as we look to our left, well, Graham Thomas, whatever his problem was, he's got it sorted out, because Graham Thomas it is who leads as they go into first turn. Stuart Loud there in second place, Dean Cammy up there as well. And well on the 250, David at the moment back in fifth place. So as we look across, Graham Thomas leads for the Midland Centre. In second place it's Dean Cammy, Stuart Loud there in third, and Cammy challenging on the inside. And Dean Cammy and Graham Thomas leaning all over each other as they go in the top turn. And Dean Cammy it is that goes through on the inside and taking off Thomas now in second place. Stuart Laird having a tremendous battle for third place, but David Perry for the home centre goes out on the top bend, so that's bad news for the Western Centre team. But as we look to our left, what a great scrap between Dean Cammy and Graham Thomas. In third place now it's Colin Howe for the South Midland. And Stuart Laird at the moment making no impression on them. Riders in front of him. Back in place, which is by Stuart's standards, very lowly position. Stuart Laird really struggling back in fifth as we look. As they go into the last lap, we have Dean Cammy, Graham Thomas. Behind Graham Thomas, Adrian Squirrel, and behind Adrian. Now Stuart Laird. Well, Dean Cammy from Kensington, making the most of it as he comes up to the bottom turn. Cammy is who leads, and Cammy takes the checkered flag. Graham Thomas finishes second. Third place, very close between Adrian Squirrel and Colin Howe. We'll leave that up the lap scores. Then Stuart Laird, and behind Stuart Laird, Andy Howe. And behind Andy Howe was number 27, Gary Phelps. A win for number 47, Dean Cammy. In second place, number 1, Graham Thomas. In third place, number 14, Colin Howe. Fourth, number 83, Adrian Squirrel. In fifth place, number 37. In sixth place, number 64, Andy Howe. And in seventh place, number 27, Gary Phelps. So Tumble first time out. We've got John Underwood for South Midland, Chris Malone for Wessex, Lee Street for South East, Rob Almond for North East Yorks, Richard Smith for Eastern, Steve Holding for Cheshire, and Neil Taylor for Western. So, who's it going to be? Race 15, so Taylor for the home centre, number 73. Neil Taylor is the man to watch if you're a local. And as we get underway, Lee Street it is who goes to the front, and Jason Stott, a poor start by his standards, back in about 5th place, but Jason Stott and Richard Smith making moves, but not more so than Neil Taylor, and Neil Taylor it is who's taking it up down the back straight. So into the bottom turn, the home man leads by some 20-30 metres from, in second place, Richard Smith. But having said that, through into second place comes Lee Street, and Lee Street, Richard Smith and Jason Stott having a tremendous battle. Number 28, Chris Malone goes out. What a great start for second. Richard Smith holds the advantage at the moment, and Neil Taylor going like a train round that bottom turn, and Taylor it is leading by some 30 or 40 metres off the bend. Looks behind him, having a super ride. In second place now, Jason Stott, and Jason Stott coming under pressure from Richard Smith, but Jason Stott it is who takes up second. Richard Smith in third. In fourth place now is Lee Street, and look at Neil Taylor. He is absolutely flying off that bottom turn with a lap to go. Neil Taylor leads by some 40 metres from Jason Stott, Richard Smith, Lee Street, and behind Lee Street was Steve Holding, and behind Steve Holding, John Underwood, and last Rob Almond. So, coming into the second win of the afternoon. Number 73, Neil Taylor wins it. Second place to number 3, Jason Stott. Third place to 82, Richard Smith. Fourth place to number 48, Lee Street. And behind Lee Street was number 38, Steve Holding. And behind Steve Holding, number 12, John Underwood. 73, Neil Taylor. In second place, number 3, Jason Stott. In third place, number 82, Richard Smith. In fourth place, number 48, Lee Street. In fifth place, number 38, Steve Holding. In sixth place, number 12, John Underwood. Seventh, number 62, Rob Alman. And in eighth place, number 28, Chris Malone. The old man just in his 20s. So, who's it going to be? Wilkes, Empson, Nichols, or maybe one of the others? As they get underway, Richard Empson leads. And up the inside comes Carl Wilkes, but it's Empson as they go around the top. Scott Nichols leads him down the back straight, all 5 foot 2 on him. Nichols then leads, but look at Wilkes, here comes Carl, and Carl goes through on the inside. But Scott Nichols is going to come back at him, and oh dear me, Carl Wilkes goes out. So, once again, the Midland Centre, disaster there, and Carl's dropped right in front of him there. Well, I think that's really just about done it for the Midland Centre in this evening. The backward leaders, what a super battle going on for the lead. Scott Nichols out there, Richard Empson's there, but it's Nichols leading, Empson second, and in third place So, Nichols, it is a single into the box turn with a lap and a half to go off the bend. We have Scott Nichols leading, Richard Empson in second, and in third place, Terry Giles. Behind him, number 63 is Richard Lively. Behind Richard Lively, Maurice Jones. And behind Maurice Jones, number 15, Nigel Denham. And out goes Wayne Drake, number 27. He pulls out as we look to our left. Chasing right at the ready. The man who takes it, 84, Scott Nichols. In second place, number 37, Richard Empson. In third place, number 46, Terry Giles. And behind him, number 63, Richard Lively. Second for number 37, Richard Empson. Third for number 46, Terry Giles. In fourth place, 63, Richard Lively. Fifth, number 75, Maurice Jones. Sixth, number 15, Nigel Denham. And seventh, number 27, Wayne Drake. Those numbers
with Bill Bourne, Roy Sizemore, Ray Morris, Kevin Wachnick, Steve Holding, Mark Giles, Colin Earl, Mark Taylor, Steve Carter, Anthony Bugard, Ricky Scarborough, Steve Hoare and Carl Clark. That's the field, we think, but as we've demonstrated on one or two occasions, we sometimes can get a little bit caught out when the reserves come in. The paddock working very hard to keep us informed on the changes, but as you can imagine, this can be done right up until the minute that the competitors leave the box. If the team manager comes in with a written change of rider, that is bringing his reserve in, then he can do that quite rightly, and confuses us all, because of course we then have to frantically thumb back through the programme and try and work out who's the reserve in that particular. It's funny really, because not only have we got change of numbers, we've got riding colours which again many of us aren't familiar with, and that we can't even recognise the leathers, can we? But never mind. What great racing. Here we go then. 350s getting underway. The Bill Bourne making a good start. Steve Carter was right there with him, and looking across to the far side, Mark Taylor up in the second place. Mark Taylor second place from the left and centre. They go down the back straight. I suspect that is out in front, Steve Carter. Let's pick them up as they come round towards us. Number 88 it is. No, it isn't. In fact, it's 99. It's Ricky Scarborough out in front, and Mark Taylor having a battle away there from the second spot. And it all change around the bottom end, and I think that's Colin Earl looking to come out in front, having a little bit of a moment, but not getting there because Ricky Scarborough's still in front. Colin Earl in second place, Mark Taylor in third, and Steve Carter now in fourth place. Colin Earl really beavering away as he goes down the back straight, working so hard to gain a length or two. Colin Earl comes very, very wide off that bend, must lose a metre or two, but hangs on to the advantage over Ricky Scarborough, then Mark Taylor, and back to number 88, Steve Carter, and behind him it's Steve Holding. Now we've got a very competitive 350 battle on our hands here this afternoon. or two back, gets him down on his knee on the dinner, sponsored fishing. He's going for victory. It's Colin Earl who wins. Mark Taylor in second place. In third place, Ricky Scarborough. Behind him, number 88, Steve Carter. Then number 38, Steve Holding. In first place, number 66, Colin Earl. In second place, number 78, Mark Taylor. In third place, number 99, Ricky Scarborough. In fourth place, number 88, Steve Carter. In fifth place, number 38, Steve Holding. In sixth place, number 52, Mark Giles. Behind him, number 7, Bill Bourne. Number 23, Ray Morris. Number 16, Roy Sizemore. Number 31, Kevin Bochnik. Number 116, Carl Clark. Number 93, Anthony Bugard. And number 106, Steve Hoare. Peter Lloyd goes in this one, looking, I'm sure, to have a better outing than he did previously. And the same could be said for Paul Fry, I suspect, although Paul, of course, had that terrific battle. We saw only a few races back with Andy Sell, so Paul clearly on song, but interesting to see how he does on the 350. The gate, and here comes that cavalry charge once again. Looks like Chris Malone making a good start. But around the outside of him, I think that was Keith Potts, and Keith Potts for the southeast, making a good start. And the challenge is hard on round this bend. Is Keith Potts on the inside? Is he going to hang on in there? It's 51 and 40. It's Tony Aiken who's going after him. And it's Tony Aiken who swoops into the lead. So it's Tony Aiken then from Keith Potts in that first round. Second spot that brings it down the back straight. So the 1993 champions going out of the opposition now. And the second place now being swamped as they charge by. So Tony Aiken there. Still Keith Potts, second place. Peter Lloyd coming up to join in the action and to make a major challenge. And Neil Scopes was coming up in fourth place too. So there was guys all around. Tony Aiken there, with the advantage. Heading up the bend. Peter Lloyd in a fighting second place. Not in fact, it's number 8. It is Peter Lloyd with a different number on the bike. It's number 5 it should be, but it's Peter Lloyd up front there, riding number 8 in this race. Second spot, Tony Aiken there, Peter Lloyd, and then a three-way battle for third, fourth and fifth places. And in fifth spot, it's Paul Fry trying to make up the lost ground. Paul Fry looking to try and come around the inside as the checker flag goes out. And Paul Fry just gets into that 4th spot. Well, what a good race there with Tony Aiken taking the lead and winning from Peter Lloyd riding number 8. And in third place, Neil Scopes, and behind him number 77, Paul Fry. In first place, number 40, Tony Aiken. In second place, number 5, Peter Lloyd. In third place, number 86, Neil Scopes. In fourth place, number 77, Paul Fry. In fifth place, number 51, Keith Potts. In sixth place, number 68, John Shipley, followed by number 28, Chris Malone, by number 112, Andy Rimmer, by number 18, Mark Harris, by number 94, Ian Knoll, number 22, Ian Wilson, and number 100, Richard Moss. Race 19 coming along. We stay with the 350s with Wayne Broadhurst, John Underwood, Steve Morris going as number 25, number 30 Richard Knight, number 41 Dave Norris, number 50 David Mears, number 67 John Hartley, number 74 David Perry, number 84 Scott Nichol, number 92 Mark Seabright, number 102 Rob Smith, number 105 Steve Paver, and number 115 Graham Lowe. Well, number 50, David Mears making another good start. He did that in his previous outing. I think we've got another change in there. I think I spotted number 81 out. Next time. So then, I ran the bend towards us once again, and it's number 50 out in front. It's number 87, in fact, in second spot. Well, that should have been Steve Daw, but we believe that's Scott Nichol in there in second spot behind the leader. The leader at the moment is David Mears. Scott Nichols getting in front, and it's Scott Nichols who leads. David Mears now in second spot. In third place, Dave Norris. In fourth place, number 30, Richard Knight, and behind him, David Perry. We're expecting sector 87, number 84, Scott Nichols. So let's hope we got that one right. And in fact, although it says 87, this is indeed Scott Nichols who's leading. David Mears still there in second place. Dave Norris still in third. David Perry in fourth. In fifth place behind him, David Mears, and then Wayne Broadhurst. There's a great 350 race going on here. We got meanwhile, out in front then, heading for the checkered flag, number 87 it is. We believe that's number 84, Scott Nichols, who wins. In second place, number 50, David Mears. Who's going to get third place? It looks like it's going to be David Perry, just ahead of Richard Knight. And then 6 and 41, Wayne Broadhurst and Dave Norris, almost side by side as they went past me. On the bike, in fact, is number 84, Scott Nichols. I'm sure somebody will put us right about that if we got it wrong, but that was the information to us. So in first place, number 87, believed to be 84. In second place, number 50, David Mears. In third place, number 74, David Perry. In fourth place, number 30, Richard Knight. In fifth place, number 41, Dave Norris. In sixth place, number 6, Wayne Broadhurst. In seventh place, number 93, which is obviously a change to what we were expecting there. That's Anthony Bugard again, if it is him, or maybe it's his machine. Followed by number 67, John Hartley. Number 105, Steve Paver. Number 115, Graham Lowe. Number 17, John Underwood, and number 102, which obviously yet another change. Let's look back through the programme for 102 on the solos, and that in fact is Rob Smith, of course, our reserve coming in. So we'll see. Over the page we go then to the 500 sidecars with one change in that number 13 is Ricky Neal with Bob Willis in the chair. And of course number 8, Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan replace number 5. So here we go then, the 500 chairs, powering up the straights. Richard Piggott making a good start here. Mike Reed on his heels, so it's Richard Piggott, who you'll recall only a few years back winning the Masters on the big chair. Richard Piggott having a good run here, making a good start. And Kevin Lyne, the British champion, back in fourth place and making his way through the field, heading towards the lead. And it looks as though Richard Piggott may have slowed right down there. We have a red flag, in fact. We have a red flag. 64. So here we go then with the 500. And I'm not quite sure where that one came from, but there we are out in front, outfit number 7, Richard Piggott is back in front. And Jim Rowlands, wasn't quite sure he actually went through the start gate, but perhaps we were unsighted from this end. So then, Richard Piggott it is back in front. He was leading when this race was stopped in his previous attempt, so Richard Piggott now leading from Lionel Cox. In third place, number 15, Mike Reed. So Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan in their second spot. Up to the leaders, Richard Piggott and Alex Goodrich. And it's still, as they come around towards us once again, Richard Piggott and Alex Goodrich with the advantage. Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan is second place. In third place, number 15, but Mike Reed and Mark Thorpe have two outfits on their heels. One of them, Kevin Lyne and Dick Oldroyd. Quite a challenge was coming, and look at this struggle for third place. So then, this time around, we're going to see the last leg flag go out, and it goes out for outfit number 7, so Richard Piggott and Alex Goodrich still leading from number 8, Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan, and it's Kevin Lyne and Dick Oldroyd who get through into third place. You're just going to watch Kevin cannily driving his way through, showing the sort of form we expect from the British champion. Coming through then into third place. Meanwhile, the leaders some way ahead now. Richard Piggott doing the driving, Alex Goodrich in the chair, heading for checkered flag. Victory then going to them. In second place, it's going to be outfit number 8, Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan. In third place, Kevin Lyne and Dick Oldroyd. And you sort out the places after that, because I'm not going to dare, they were so close. Piggott Stewart and Alex Goodridge. In second place, number 8, Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan. In third place, number 1, Kevin Lloyd and Dick Allroyd. In fourth place, number 15, Mike Reed and Mark Thorpe. In fifth place, number 3, Jim Rowlands and Mark Griffiths. And behind him, number 113, which is Ricky Neal and Bob Willis. Back.
Jim.
So then 500 solos on the line. Mike Dowling goes in this one, Colin Earl, Paul Fry. But the man who gets there first is Jason Handley with the advantage as they go around that top bend. Jason Handley just ahead of Paul Fry. So then, Paul Fry on the inside, looking, I'm sure, to work his way around this bend, but is Jason Handley out in front? Paul Fry in there in third place, it's Colin Earl. In fourth place as they went past us, number 43, Gary O'Hare. And Roy Sizemore, we're just in behind him. So then, if you look across to the far side, it's Paul Fry now, who'll get a score of victory now, and restore some fortune on the 500 scene for the Western Centre. Still in second place is Jason Handley. In third place is Colin Earl. In fourth place, number 35, they got past us, Mike Dowling, and just behind him, number 43, Gary O'Hare. So the Wessex still scoring well with Mike Dowling up in contention after that earlier win. Paul Fry there, looking to go for victory here. We have that second behind Andy Sall in his previous outing. Still Jason Handley in second place. Still Colin Earl in third. Still in fourth is Mike Dowling. Behind him, number 43, Gary O'Hare. And number 110, Greg Daniels. So it's the Exeter Speedway man who used to live in Ashburton, just a little way down the road these days, lives in Hereford. Just out in front and looking to take this one for the Western Centre. Victory there for Paul Fry. Jason Handley does makes in second place. Then Colin Earl. Then number 35, Mike Dowling. Behind him, number 43, Gary O'Hare. And then 110, Greg Daniels. And then it looked like number 16, Roy Sizemore. Colin Earl. In fourth place, number 35, Mike Dowling. In fourth place, sorry, Mike Dowling was in fourth place. In fifth place, number 43, Gary O'Hare. In sixth place, number 110, Greg Daniels. Followed by number 16, Roy Sizemore. Number 54, Alan Harmer. Number 87, Steve Dorr. Number 97, Justin Elkins. Number 10, Mark Ferry. Number 60, Jason Pren. Number 113, Dave Rimmer. And number 103, Kenny Kane. And one change we're aware of here, number 37, Richard Empson, going in place of number 44, Paul Tyra.
I tried to mess there. There's a change. Don't Adam. Adam. Bye.
Clayton would like to have a win in front of his home crowd here. Hasn't managed that yet this afternoon. Here we go then. Andy Sall making a terrific start, and Gary Lopp going right there with him, and we look across through the dust, and in trouble is Richard Moss, is with the machine that wouldn't really want to fire. Running across to the far side then is Andy Sall with the advantage, going for a second victory here. Gary Lobb is sitting in the second spot, and we look to pick up the third and fourth place as they come up towards it. So Andy Sall from Gary Lobb, and from 56, Ben Howard is the Ipswich Speedway man up into third, and behind him number 37. And that, of course, is Richard Empson who's came in. This is a Chuck Trevor for Andy Sall. Gary Lobb is now out in front. Andy Sall cruising that will across to the far side. So it's Gary Lobb now who's inherited quite a lead. Gary Lobb out in front. Ben Howe in second. Clayton Williams comes through to third place. In fourth place, still Richard Hampson.
Still a little drop to the far side. It's Gary Love then who's leading this one.
And are we going to see a charge from the Cornish team here? Remember they won that 500 2 years running. Into the last lap they go with Gary Love way out in front. Still Ben Howe there. Still Clayton Williams in third. Still Richard Hampson behind him. And Andy Searle dropping back. Sadly, obviously got a major problem. But trying to keep going to collect points. Clayton Williams trying to make a racing charge on Ben Howe who is off to the far side. But he may have just a little bit too late. So it's Gary Love then going for it. Gary Love gets victory surely. Ben Howe in second. Clayton Williams in third. Richard Hampson in fourth. In fifth place, Phil Ashcroft. In sixth place, I think just Andy Searle, just ahead of Andy Parker. As follows: in first place, number 58, Gary Lobb. In second place, number 56, Ben Howe. In third place, number 76, Clayton Williams. In fourth place, number 37, Richard Hampson. In fifth place, number 9, Phil Ashcroft. In sixth place, number 33, Andy Searle. In seventh place, number 108, Andy Parker. In eighth place, number 86, Neil Scopes, followed by number 93, Anthony Bugard. Number 20, Trevor Eden. Number 115, Graham Lowe. Number 71, Barry Simpson. Number 27, John Pepper. And number 100, Richard Moss. 3 on it. Rob Smith will be going with 103, and we think Steve Morris will going number 24. So then, look at that start from Tony Aitken. Well, the Cheshire Centreman really gating superbly here. Superb action from the man who mixes his speedway at Wolverhampton with Grasstrack as often as he possibly can. Steve Bishop from Bristol in second place. In third place is Peter Lloyd, then Dean Garton, then back a little way to Darrell Keats. A superb stylist he is, but look at Steve Bishop. Really busy closing up on him. Still in third place, Peter Lloyd, then Dean Gardner, back a little way to number 70. Okay. And back in the dance a little way, we have forward with David Terry. Still there, Jordan, and look at this. Steve Bishop is not giving up on this one. Steve Bishop is really keeping the pressure on, but Tony Aitken out in front, still Steve Bishop. And Peter Lloyd and Dean Gardner have their own personal battle, then Darrell Keats, number 70 there behind him, Mike Coles. Now then, one more time to go. Let's see if we're going to see a challenge on this burn. Tony Aitken has the advantage. Steve Bishop is putting on the pressure. Bishop slots to come up the inside. Is he going to get there? He doesn't. Aitken wins. Steve Bishop in second place. Peter Lloyd gets third, I think, just from Dean Garton, and then Darrell Keats. Well, I must say that we're seeing some really super racing. Very sporting racing. Look at those two chatting on the far side. 23 in first place, number 40, and number 40 of course Tony Aitken. In second place, number 34, Steve Bishop. In third place, number 5, Peter Lloyd. In fourth place, number 59, Dean Garton. In fifth place, number 70, Darrell Keats. In sixth place, number 109, Mike Coles, followed by number 89, Robbie Fuller. Number 74, David Perry. Number 55, Tommy Palmer. Number 24, Steve Morris. Number 114, Frank Killeen. Number 99, which we weren't expecting to see because we were expecting to see 93, but that's Ricky Scarborough's number. We were expecting to see Ricky, but we thought he might not have the right number on his bike. And then number 19 is the final finisher, Andy Gom. So a break from the start. So Brian Canning making a good start. I thought he was going in, that Gary Lloyd was going in place of that, but of course there are 2 from each team going, so he's in place in fact of Jim Rowland, number 3, Gary Lloyd. So the leader then at the moment, number 2, Brian Canning and Colin Lewis. Richard Piggott and Alex Goodrich in second place, and then Gary Lloyd in third, and in fourth place Norman Hames. Well, Gary Lloyd, we watched all year and he started to come to grips with driving a 500 cycle outfit after being a solo man for so many years. And it looks like he's getting the hang of it, doesn't he? The leader then, out in front, Brian Canning and Colin Lewis. Colin Lewis from nearby Hereford. Richard Piggott and Alex Goodrich in second place, then the Midlanders up still in third. And behind them is outfit number 16 for the Southern Centre, Norman Hames and Matt Joyner. So Midlands with first and third place at the moment, and having a good run here in the 500 sidecar competition. In between them, Richard Piggott and Alex Goodrich, who won last time out. In fourth place is outfit number 16, Norman Hames, Matt Joyner, and just behind him number 6, Mark Stubblefield and Nick Harbour. So then, checkered flag time, victory for Brian Kenny and Colin Lewis. Richard Piggott and Alex Goodrich make second, and the Midlands make a third place there with number 4 Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins. The results then, and Alex Goodrich. In third place, outfit number 4, Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins. In fourth place, outfit number 16, Norman Hames and Matt Joyner. In fifth place, number 6, Mark Stubblefield and Nick Harbour. And the final finisher in number 15, Mike Reed and Mark Thorpe. So the numbers
Right then, race 25, kind to the line. Once again, we've got Ivan Matthews, Mick Cave, Andy Simmons, Mark Edwards, Ian McCauley, Rob Lewisage, Shane Lingwood and Pete Saunders. Those are the drivers for race 25. All coming to the line, and we've got Mark Edwards right on the inside, having his first ride of the afternoon to take over from Roger Measer, and away they go. A good start from Mark Edwards, but a good start from Ivan Matthews as well. And as they go into the first turn, it's Mark Edwards alongside Ivan Matthews. Ivan Matthews going wide out in the dust. Mark Edwards trying to come on the inside, but as they come off the bend, it's going to be Ivan Matthews leading by a big margin from Mark Edwards and Nick Walters in second place. Close for third, and already Ryan is getting mixed up into that bottom turn, and we lose one outfit on the bottom turn already as we look to our right. It is out in front, Ivan Matthews and Peter Jones leading by substantial margin now from Mark Edwards and Nick Walters in second. In third place, going very wide, but he's still there, Ian and Rick McCauley. So up the back straight into the last lap, and it is Ivan Matthews and Pete Jones for the Midland Centre with an even bigger lead over second place group number 20. Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. Well conditions, dusty in places, wet in other places, and very tricky to ride as Ian McCauley goes through. And following Ian McCauley was Pete Saunders and Neil Popple. So, checkered flag at the ready, convincing win there for number 1, Ivan Matthews and Pete Jones. Second place is going to go to Mark Edwards and Nick Walters, although they're touring, but they're still going to get second. And they've lost a chain, but they've still got second place, third place. Well, very close to third. We'll leave that up the lap scores. Fifth place to one or two of the numbers, obviously not very clear there, but the official result is a win for number 1, Ivan Matthews and Pete Jones. In second place, number 20, Mark Edwards and Nick Walters. In third place, number 22, Ian and Rick McCauley. In fourth place, number 10, Mick Cave and Mick Stace. In fifth place, number 28, Pete Saunders and Neil Popple. And in sixth place, number 33, Shane Lingwood. Those race taken by number 12, Jerry Adams and Paul Baisby. So we got number 2, Steve Smith, Keith Wall. Number 12, Jerry Adams, Paul Baisby. 13, Phil Pittman. 19, Roy Sprudby. 21, Chris Holloway. 26, Rich Blackburn. 31, Bill Brackley. And 35 is Phil Johnson. Into the first turn, we can see Steve Smith round the outside, switching to the inside to I was going to say to lead as they come off the turn, but it's Phil Pittman leading. Phil Pittman and Gary Lane lead as they go in the bottom turn, and Steve Smith and Keith Wall trying to come through on the inside. But still the Cornish crew lead as they go up the back straight. So, Pittman and Lane lead by literally 2 bike lengths over Steve Smith and Keith Wall. They come off the top turn for the second time. That's the 1-2. In third place behind them, Royce Burberry and Steve Kenchington. Oh, we think, no, it wasn't. It was Jerry Adams and Paul Baysby. And Chris Hathaway and Jeff Knight just going through in about 7th place. Well, meanwhile, change to the leader. Steve Smith and Keith Wall now leading off the top end by some 10 metres from in second place, going very, very well, number 13, Phil Pittman and Gary Lane. In third place still, number 12, Jerry Adams and Paul Baysby. And behind them, number 26, Reg and Colin Blackburn. Well, checkered flag at the ready, and Smithy's out. Steve Smith goes out on the top turn. So, disaster again for the Midland Centre. But a win for Phil Pittman and Gary Lane. Second place, number 12, Jerry Adams and Paul Baysby. Third, Steve Smith. In fourth place, I don't think we gave you that. 125.23. 125.23. And the time for race 26, 128.5. 128.5. And the official result of race 26, a win for number 13, Phil Pittman and Gary Lane. In second place, number 12, Jerry Adams and Paul Baysby. In third place, number 2, Steve Smith and Keith Wall. In fourth place, number 35, Phil Johnson and Daniel Malin. In fifth place, number 26, Reg and Colin Blackburn. In sixth place, number 18, we think it was 18, and in seventh place was number 21, Chris Hathaway and Jeff Knight. 26, 18 and 21. We're over the page to race 27. In this one, the only change we got, Len and Ray Foreman go for the Midlands instead of Craig Cheatman and Clive Reynolds. I'm told it maybe Craig out in this one, so we'll have to wait and see as they get off the line. They go past us for the first time, and it's Rory McGuigan in front. And we've lost them all in the dust. Well, as they come out of the dust on the bottom turn, looking into the sun, it looks like the Wright brothers leading by some distance as they come off the top end. And indeed it is the Wright brothers leading by some 20 metres from in second place, Rory McGuigan. In third place, Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds. But the Wrights have really got away, getting tailed off a little bit there. The veterans, Steve Todd and Roy Field. Steve has been racing, 26, 27 years now. Nice to see Steve here, but he's tailed off at the moment. So the Wright brothers lead as they go into the last lap with a huge lead over Rory McGuigan in second. And in third place, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Craig Cheatham up there in about fourth place, but the Wrights really dominating this one, riding from the front, and the checkered flag already ready for Steve and Gary. They take it in second place. It is going to be number 23, Rory McGuigan and Glenn Shuttle. In third place, we think it was Rob Wilson. I think it was Rob Wilson and Tony Miles, but we'll confirm that in just a moment. 7.6, 127.6, and the official result, a win for number 25, Steve and Gary Wright. In second place, number 23, Rory McGuigan and Glenn Shuttle. In third place, number 11, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In fourth place, number 3, Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds. In fifth place, number 18, John Hitchcock and Tony Beamister. Sixth, number 34, Steve Todd and Roy Field. And in seventh place, number 14, Chris Tyrrell and Alan Borlace. Those Wayne Drake rides number 27. And number 74, David Perry, is going to be a non-starter. His place taken by number 76, Clayton Williams. And I don't know when I last saw Clayton Williams on a 250, but as they get off the line, they go into the first bend. We're looking for Carl Wilson. Carl Wilson in trouble. He was third or fourth going into the bend, but as they come out, he's back in the pack. So, Clayton Williams also back in the pack in about 5th or 6th place, I think, at this moment in time, but maybe he'll have something to say about that. Right, Scott Nichols it is leading then, from in 2nd place Dean Cameo, and in 3rd place Carl Wilkes. And still on the bottom turn, and that looks a little bit like Wayne Drake, who went down on the bottom turn. We'll confirm that in a minute. So, Scott Nichols leading from Dean Cameo in 2nd, in 3rd place Colin Howe, in 4th place Carl Wilkes, and behind Carl Wilkes Clayton Williams. Well, Scott Nichols, the man, really dominating this one with about a 30-metre lead out in the dry stuff, a little bit in the loose, but he goes into the last lap with about a 40-metre lead over 47 Dean Cameo. Still there in 3rd place, number 14 Colin Howe. And well, I was going to say we lost Carl Wilkes. We haven't actually lost him, but he's gone from 4th to 6th in one lap, so if we look to our left, we're going to see another win for number 84, Scott Nichols. Scott Nichols takes it, 47th Cameo 2nd, in 3rd place number 14 Colin Howe, and behind Colin Howe number whatever he's called, he's Clayton Williams anyway, 76 is his number, and Scott Nichols. In 2nd place 47 Dean Cameo, 3rd number 14 Colin Howe, in 5th place number 76 Clayton Williams, in 5th place number 38 Steve Holding, 6th place number 62 Rob Almond, 7th number 2 Carl Wilkes, and in 8th place number 27 Wayne Drake. Those numbers again: 84, 47, 14, 73, 38, 62, 2 and 27. Maybe that's the reason Graham Thomas was given the okay to circulate. Right, Neil Taylor already with 2 wins under his belt in this class this afternoon, gets off the line and leads as they go into first turn alongside Lee Street. Graham Thomas there in 3rd place on the outside, but it's Neil Taylor. Lee Street, Graham Thomas coming on his bell on the first corner. No harm done, he's on his feet, he's okay. So, looking for the bottom corner. Neil Taylor on the inside, Graham Thomas on the wide outside. But it's Taylor who leads off the bend, Thomas in 2nd place, Lee Street in 3rd. That's the 1, 2, 3. Behind them in 4th place, Adrian Squirrel, 83. And behind Adrian Squirrel, Chris Malone. Is having a 250 event this afternoon, looks on the inside. But he looked the wrong way. Graham Thomas was on the outside, but Taylor holds him off as they come around the bottom turn. Neil Taylor and Graham Thomas. Graham trying to come around the wide outside, and well, just about makes it. So, new leader, Graham Thomas, Neil Taylor, but Taylor comes fighting back. And meanwhile, Lee Street leads the pack. Down the back straight for the 3rd time, and it's anybody's race. Taylor on the inside, Thomas on the outside. Round the bottom turn, Graham Thomas very, very wide as they go into the last lap, but it's Neil Taylor still leading. From Graham Thomas in 2nd. In 3rd place, Adrian Squirrel. 4th place, Lee Street. In 5th place, it's Stuart Laird. Down the back straight, it's still anybody's race. Neil Taylor in front. Graham Thomas in 2nd place. It looks as though Neil Taylor's got this one. Neil Taylor it is, off the bend. He wins by about 3-4 bike lengths. From in 2nd place, Graham Thomas. 3rd place goes to Adrian Squirrel. 4th place is going to go to 48 Lee Street. Behind Lee Street is Stuart Laird, and behind Stuart Laird is number 28 Chris Malone. Number 73, the home man Neil Taylor. In 2nd place, number 1 Graham Thomas. In 3rd place, number 83 Adrian Squirrel. In 4th place, number 48 Lee Street. In 5th place, number 36 Stuart Laird. In 6th place, number 28, Chris Malone. And in 7th place, number 113, Jack Walker. Strudwick. So the lineup will be number 3, Jason Stott, number 12, John Underwood, 27, Gary Phelps, 37, Richard Empson, 49, Keith Strudwick, 63, Richard Lively, 75, Maurice Jones, and 82, Richard Smith. So an interesting one this. It's going to be Jason Stott, Richard Smith, maybe Richard Empson.
Be running through the next interval, not having another.
Right. Right, we've just had it okay from the clerk of the course that we're going to go straight through. We're not going to have another interval. I think there's going to be a short interval before the finals to give the lap scores and point adder up as just a few minutes to confirm the qualifiers for the finals. Always a lot of calculations to do at the intercentre as we await race 30. We look to our left, and as they get off the line, it is Keith Strudwick who leads as they go into the first turn. Jason Stott up there in second place, but as they come out of the bend, it's Jason Stott who takes it up. Keith Strudwick goes wide. And they're looking for Richard Smith, and Richard back in about fourth place at the moment. So it's Stott, Strudwick, Smith coming wide on the outside to take up third, but Jason Stott leads as they come off the bottom turn. Strudwick in second, Richard Smith in third. In fourth place, it is Richard Empson. And behind Richard Empson, number 63, Richard Lyman. So Jason Stott leading by some 20-30 metres as they go into the bottom turn. Good battle for second place. Richard Smith now up into second place. Keith Strudwick relegated to third. Richard Empson doesn't look at all happy, got a misfire there, but he's still there in fourth place. But Empson is going to be lucky to finish this one. Got a serious misfire. As we look to our left, we see Jason Stott with an increased lead over Richard Smith in second place. Keith Strudwick still there in third. And Empson decided he's had enough, goes back to the paddock, so that's a blow for the Cheshire Centre team. And Richard Lyman goes fast, followed by number 12, John Underwood, and number 27, Gary Phelps. Last bend, and it's going to be a win for the Midland Centre with number 3, Jason Stott. Second place going to the Eastern Centre, number 82, Richard Smith. Third place goes to South East with Keith Strudwick, number 49. And behind him, we've got number 63, Richard Lively. Yes, Peter. Jason Stott, followed by 82, Richard Smith. 49, Keith Strudwick. 63, Richard Lively. Number 12, John Underwood. 27, Gary Phelps. And 75, Maurice Jones. Those numbers again, 3, 82, 49. Right, as we look to our left for race 31, the tape goes up and away we go. And Kevin Lyde, a brilliant start on the outside for Midland Centre. On the inside there, making a good start, Mike Reed and Mark Thorpe for the south. And as they go into the first turn, Kevin Lyde leads by some 20 metres. And Mike Reed there in second place, with a bunch numbers to come out of the turn. And Richard Piggott up there, I think in third place as they go into the bottom turn for the first time, but no doubt about the leader as they come off the end. Kevin Lyde and Dick Allroyd lead by some substantial margin from Richard Piggott now through in the second. In third place it is Mike Reed, and behind Mike Reed was number 8 Lionel Cox, followed by number 3 Jim Rowland, and number 13 Rick Neal. Jim Rowland's in the race, but he's back in fifth at the moment. And Kevin Lyde coming under pressure from Richard Piggott. But Lyde it is. Piggott there in second. Still in third place, Mike Reed, number 15. But Kevin Lyde and Dick Allroyd coming under more and more pressure from Richard Piggott and Alex Goodrich down the back straight. And Piggott comes alongside as they go into the bottom turn, but Kevin Lyde's got the inside line. Piggott switches to the inside, trying to come up the inside, but Kevin Lyde it is as they go into the last lap with Piggott still hot on his tail, looking for a way through. Still there in third place, Mike Reed, and Mike Reed followed still by number 8 Lionel Cox and Ray Bacon. But now it looks very much like as though it's going to be another win for the Midland Centre as they go into the last turn. Off the bend comes number 1 Kevin Lyde and Dick Allroyd with Richard Piggott and Alex Goodrich second. In third place number 15 Mike Reed and Mark Thorpe, followed by number 8 Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan, and behind them Jim Rowlands and Mark Griffiths, and last but not least number 113 Ricky Neal and Bob Willis. Allroyd in second place, number 7 Richard Piggott and Alex Goodrich. In third place, number 15 Mark Reed, Mike Reed and Mark Thorpe. In 4th place, number 8, Lionel Cox and Grace Hagan. In 5th place, number 3, Jim Rowlands and Mark Griffiths. And in 6th place, number 113, Ricky Neal and Bob Willis.